Hey guys, and welcome back to the Bird's Nest Schoolhouse. In this video, this is the final video in a three-part series where I'm discussing our upcoming 2025-2026 school year. And in this video, we're going to be talking about everything we are doing before our school day begins. So our morning time, circle time, morning basket, however you want to call it. Kind of looks like a lot right now, but we don't plan to do everything every day. So for the first thing that this is the only thing that I plan to do every single day. And this will be something we do at the beginning of our school day. And that is my kids. I made a planner for my kids. So this one is for my son and this one is for my daughter. And it is just an undated calendar. It's a blank sheets for 12 months of the year, and then at the beginning I have a little my name is, my age, whatever, and then they'll put the year here, like, so it'll be 2025 2026. And my plan for this, my kids really love, we have a calendar next to our dining room table and they look at it every day and they talk about how many days are left in the week and what day it is and what that day might mean. So I thought it was a perfect thing to create their own planner. And I printed this off from timeanddate.com, and I will link it down below. But you can put in what country you're in the world, and it will give you the local holidays and the federal holidays, and it'll mark it on the calendar for you. So you can also put in a start date and an end date. So we're going to be starting this in June because we're technically starting our summer study in June. And so what we'll do is on the first day of the month, we'll go to the first page. They'll write June, and then I haven't decided this. I put it up here so that it was, so they could kind of learn M is for Monday, T is for Tuesday. So it might be too small for them to write, but if not, they can still know that M is for Monday, T is for Tuesday, W is for Wednesday, and whatnot. So they will also fill out, so they'll look at this sheet and they'll see where the first day of the month is, and then they will write down, June the 1st was a Sunday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and things like that. So this will, I hope to have them learn that each month has a different amount of days in it, for example. I will also have them look at the holidays. And for June, we have Father's Day and Juneteenth. And then we also have a couple birthdays. So I will have them on that day, we'll do some sort of marking so that they know that that holiday is on that day. And then every day we'll get these out and we'll see if we have any special events. If they have a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment or whatever, we will also mark that at the beginning of the month. So this will just kind of teach them to start keeping track of when things are happening for them. I also have on this sheet, if you can see it, the cycles of the moon. My kids really, really love to look at the moon. They especially love what they call the banana moon. So if they want, they can keep track of, what the moon is like on a certain day, or they can keep track of the weather. I also have this printout from timeanddate.com, the fun holidays of the year. And I mean, today is National Donut Day. So they could make a donut. I mean, it just a fun introduction to their own calendar, their own planner. If you're interested in something like this, let me know in the comments below. I will see if I can make a clickable template or however, but I printed this on cardstock, so because I know my kids will press very hard. And then I also have a planner that I created for myself, so I'm not done with that yet, but stay tuned for that. Okay, so that is our planning. I also have for documenting, and this is something that I hope to do once a week. it might not necessarily be in the morning time, but it's something special that I hope to do maybe on a Friday. And that is, I'm introducing the kids to, we're gonna call this like their memory book. Or a scrapbook, I guess. But I had them go online, and I got these off of Amazon. This is the one that my daughter picked. They picked their own. This is the one that my son picked. And then this is the one that I picked. And this is something I'm going to be doing with them. So my plan for this is to create a yearbook, like not a yearbook, a memory book for their first year of homeschooling. And I hope to do this, you know, throughout the years. But it's just a college ruled soft notebook. And on the first day, we'll put their picture and, you know, 2025, 2026 school year. And then every week we'll just print off a picture from our week of a memory of a field trip, of something they accomplished, and we'll just keep track, you know, write the date at the top and keep track of whatever they want to keep track of for their first year of homeschooling. And then I will also be doing it, but I will probably have more in-depth, you know, memories and notes and things like that of what we did. So kind of like a journal, I guess you could say. So I'm excited about that. And again, I will link it down below. I think they were like $6 on Amazon each. And they're nice. They're really nice quality. So for the next thing is something that I got off of Torchlight. I was considering doing the Torchlight pre-K, but when I looked at everything that I already had, I thought it was going to be too much. But I thought this would be a perfect thing to have for morning time. Their pre-K level, I believe, is called Characters and Curiosity, but this is from their emotional intelligence section of that curriculum. And this is something I took from that, and it is called I Heard Your Feelings. And these are conversation cards. And I have done these, well, I haven't done them. I did, I think, 2 of them with my kids, and it was so interesting to hear what they had to say. And it's really just about discussing different social situations and how to handle different social situations and how to navigate them. So they have 48 cards, and let me just get one. Okay, let's do this one here. So here we have pig giving rabbit a gift, and it doesn't look like rabbit likes it. So you show this to the kids and you have them read it. Like, you have them look at the picture and have them tell you what they think is happening, and then you ask them questions. On the back here it says, does rabbit like the gift from pig? How does pig feel? What should rabbit do? Why does pig care about rabbit's reaction? It was really interesting to hear the kids. We didn't do this picture, but the one that we did, you know, it's not what I was expecting them to say. So it's really, really great for discussion and learning and teaching them how to show empathy and respect. And that is the first part. And then I also have the Whole Bunch of Feelings book, and that just talks about different feelings that they might be feeling and how to navigate them. Let's see. Jealousy is an ugly thing. Anticipation. So we might pick this book up once a week to just to talk about feelings. And then on top of that, we have Breathe Like a Bear. And this is 30 mindful moments for kids to feel calm and focused anytime, anywhere. And it's just some exercises here to help, you know, different breathing techniques. These are the contents. Be calm, focus, imagine, make some energy, and relax. So we will see how this goes. Again, we're just gonna maybe we'll do like one feeling a week. We'll do a breathing exercise a week, and then, you know, one of the cards. And then I also have a couple of picture books. These are not from the Torchlight curriculum. These are just picture books that I have for more feeling, emotional intelligence, stuff like that. So that will be a couple times a week. I also have these books that I think will be fun. They're from Discovery, but they're from like 1985. But the questions still apply here. But I did find another one, and I will link it down below, of just questions that spark curiosity, basically. And it's just, I'll just ask a question, you know, why are people different colors? How well can animals see? We've got, how high is the sky? When does a rainbow form in the sky? So, you know, it's just fun questions to talk about random facts and invite discussion in the morning when, you know, they're doing their puzzle, and we can, while their hands are busy doing that, we can have fun discussions and learn a little bit. And then the last thing I have 2 books, and this is something that I really loved as a child, and it's Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. And it's just going to introduce the kids to fun poetry. And I remember reading these as a kid, and, you know, they're not too serious, but I think my kids will really love it. They're silly like that. So I think they'll really love it. Build Your Library, which we are also doing, has a poetry book, but I think it's not silly poetry. So I think that my kids will really, if we read a poem a week, I think they'll love that. So last, I have the Illustrated Treasury of Children's Literature. And this is actually a book that my mom grew up with. This is from 1955. It starts with nursery rhyme, and then it builds into, it has fairy tales in it. It has Cinderella, the story of Peter Pan. It has more Winnie the Pooh. It has Dr. Seuss, A Christmas Carol, The Adventures of Robin Hood, Paul Bunyan and His Great Blue Ox. So it starts really young, and then it builds into maturity. And obviously the books at the end are just excerpts, but I think this will be a perfect introduction to literature for the kids, especially classic literature. And we'll pick this up once a week, read a story, read a fable, read a piece of the literature, and yeah, I think it'll be the perfect introduction to literature for them. And then for the last thing is something totally extra, totally random, but something I knew that my kids would love and connect with, and that is my special guest here. We have our homeschool mascot. Her name is Candy. I tried to hide her from the kids to bring her out when we actually start summer school, but she is rather large and it's hard to hide her in a small house that we have. And I don't really know the role that she's gonna play. She might have rules. She might be a reading buddy. She might, I don't know. She might have outfits from different parts of the world. We might design outfits for Candy from, you know, our Build Your Library travels. I don't know, but she is going to play a part. She is our homeschool mascot. My daughter has already given her clips, you know, on her wings so that she can be outfitted for her homeschool. And yeah, so if you would like to join Candy and our family on our homeschool adventures, please remember to like and subscribe, and I appreciate you watching our plans for next year. We're excited to get started. We are getting into summertime now, so we will be doing our nature study, so stay tuned for information about that. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!